Mario Party 1. It's amazing how this little virtual board game spawned one of the longest running side series in the Mario franchise. I mean, look at all of them. There's like a ton. But the real meat of these entries are the minigames. Really short competitive activities that'll help you earn coins to get stars to become the ultimate superstar. I'll be ranking these worst to best based on how fun they are to play or beat. So remember, my best may not necessarily be your best. Also, I decided to not include Bumper Ball Maze in this list since it only shows up in the minigame house and not in an actual Mario Party session. Let's go! In last place, number 49, Castaways. Good lord, does this game suck. Everyone tries to fish up moving coins from the ocean. And I don't know if it's just a skill issue, but I can never time the casting right. No matter what I do, it always goes to the very back row. The front 2 rows may as well not exist for me. Honestly, it gets last place for the pure dread I feel whenever the game gets picked. Number 48, Balloon Burst. Pump air into a big Bowser balloon and whoever pops theirs first wins. Another skill issue for me, I've never popped mine. I haven't found the sweet spot for timing my air pumps efficiently, so I end up being really slow. Also, this game is a million times worse to lose when Bowser takes all of your money. Number 47, Grab Bag. It's a giant free-for-all between the players. Punch everyone's coin sacks located on their backs to steal their coins. It's good for changing up the rankings during a Mario Party session, but bad for people who have a lot of coins and are bad at this minigame. Number 46, Piranha's Pursuit. A lot of these 3v1 games are very skewed, and this one's no exception. 3 players are on top of a cloud that need to water the piranha plant below to make them faster. The other player must skateboard to the finish line without getting caught. Basically, if a single player doesn't mess up, they just win. It literally doesn't matter how the other 3 play. It's pretty boring. Number 45, Skateboard Scamper. Another skateboarding game. This time, everyone's on a skateboard, jumping over thwomps and racing to the finish line. I don't care for this one because even if you do dodge all the road hazards, it comes down to who matched the skate button the most. Which is fine, but it also gives you false hope at the end where everyone's supposedly tied right before the finish line. If I'm losing the game, just tell me! Number 44, Platform Peril. Jump across a course that's suspended in the air as you race to the finish. This one feels a lot more luck-based. Whoever has the least amount of road blockages in the way pretty much wins. And it's really, really tough beating the CPU. Number 43, Crane Game. One player tries to pick up the other players or items for a coin prize. It's not that fun to me, which is surprising since I generally enjoy games like this. You need to be extremely precise with lining up the shadow over your target, and the other players can also mash their way out of the claw too. Also, can I just say, I love the way that the announcer says, "Miss." I just think it's the funniest thing ever.
Miss.
Number 42, Handcar Havoc. Mash the buttons with your teammate to make the handcar go fast. You also need to steer correctly or the cart will fall to the lava below. I'm pretty bad at mashing games like this, so it's just not fun. Sorry to whoever gets me as a partner for this one. Number 41, Paddle Battle. So much effort for so little reward. 3 players are on one side of the boat while 1 player is on the other side. You need to spin the control stick as fast as possible to paddle the opposing side closer to the shore while shy guys peg them with spears, losing their coins. It's a big back and forth with which side gains more coins from the other. But by the end, you're only gaining or losing like 2 coins based on how well your team does. Not worth the palm burn. Number 40, Bowl Over. This is the start of the games I'm pretty indifferent about. 3 players are bowling pins and the other player must bowl them down with a Koopa shell. In my opinion, the controls are explained terribly. My first attempt at playing it, I didn't understand that you controlled the shell with your control stick because you also use the control stick to do your initial aiming at the start. So my dumbass threw it right into the electric fence because I thought it would bounce off. Seeing the other players hopping around as bowling pins is pretty great though. Number 39, Pedal Power. Spin the control stick as fast as you can to light up the room and kill Boo. The first single-player game on this list. Very basic concept, but it's not the worst. Super easy if you use the palming technique. Number 38, Tug of War. 3 players play tug of war against another player in a Bowser costume. Yet another minigame where it's just spinning the control stick fast again. At least you get to witness a heat-induced seizure if the Bowser costume wins. Number 37, Bash and Cash. 1 player in the Bowser costume needs to dodge the other 3 players that are equipped with hammers to bonk and steal coins. I find this a little better than the free-for-all, but it's still not one of my favorites. Number 36, Coin Flower Shower. Number 36, Coin Shower Flower. There we go. One player is on top of a tilting flower collecting coins, while the other three are in the leaf boats below collecting the scraps. It's very skewed toward this single player since they get first dibs on all the coins that fall. Kind of a boring one overall. Number 35, Slot Machine. Single player game where you hit blocks to try and match 3 items. If you win, you get coins. I normally really like gambling themed games, but this one just doesn't grab me. I think it's because there's no actual gotcha element to it, which is the part that I usually enjoy, because it's fairly easy to get all 3 of something, so it's just not exciting. Number 34, Bumper Balls. This one is also not exciting. 4 players are on top of big balls and try to knock each other off the island. 95% of the time, this game ends in a tie, because the last 2 people left are too evenly matched to knock the other off. And when it ends in a draw, nobody gets any coins. Biggest nothing burger in the game. Number 33, Musical Mushroom. It's musical chairs. Sort of. 4 players run around a mushroom automatically until the music stops. Then it's a free-for-all to try and get the chest on top of the big mushroom first. This game lasts like 3 seconds. The funniest part is all the small mushrooms around the big mushroom are pointless because you could just jump on top of the big mushroom from the ground. Maybe the smaller mushrooms are supposed to be obstacles to run around? I don't know. Number 32, Ghost Guess. Another frightfully easy game. A single player is surrounded by booths and needs to figure out which one moves first. It's just so obvious. Literally takes a second. Number 31, Ground Pound. One player needs to keep track of the logs to ground pound before they get covered in flower butterflies. This game isn't even trying. You can clearly see which ones are spikes and which ones are the logs. Number 30, Memory Match. Ground pound the panels to match the items with each other to win this single player game. Again, another crazy easy task. I think this would be a lot more fun if there were penalties for guessing wrong, but unfortunately, you can fail as many times as you want until the time runs out. Number 29, Whack a Plant. One player is trapped in a room filled with piranha plants poking out of the pipes. Jump on the plants to earn coins. A boring game you can't fail or mess up. It's a little fun to try and go for the combo and hopping on the piranha plants though. Number 28, Desert Dash. Teams of 2 race to the finish line while trying to step with log boards on their feet. The only thing that makes this interesting is the thwomp that blocks the way in the middle. Depending on how fast a team walks, they may be blocked by the thwomp for a few seconds, which can help the other team catch up. Number 27, Knock Block Tower. A single player hammers the boxes away while avoiding the thwomps. When you touch the treasure chest at the top, you win. Usually easy, but sometimes the thwomps will get you, causing a loss or a meh. Number 26, Deep Sea Divers. 2 teams of 2 try to get as many coins as possible, with 1 player underwater grabbing the chests and 1 player in the boat reeling them in. There's a lot to work with here since the map is so big. Communication is key. Number 25, Box Mountain Mayhem. Punch boxes to get a mountain of coins. Well, not really a mountain, just a decent amount. Some of the boxes are actually womp blocks, which will throw the player a few feet away. Number 24, Buried Treasure. Mash the button to dig through the dirt to find the hidden treasure chest first. My friend and I were recording these games together when we saw the Donkey Kong CPU digging into the rock and actually finding the chest there. I thought the rock was solid this whole time. Number 23, Bombs Away. Everyone's on a tipping island while also dodging cannonballs from the Bowser ship. I have a good time with it, but I always get the timing wrong and end up getting stunned and thrown off by the bombs. Number 22, Hammer Drop. 4 players run around grabbing coins and avoiding hammers that the hammer bro throws down from his cloud. It's a solid game. You get coins, you can jump on your friends. Pretty fun. Number 21, Coin Block Blitz. Get as many coins as you can from the rows of question mark blocks. This one is really basic, but it's so satisfying finding the block that has a crap ton of coins. Number 20, Coin Block Blash. What? Number 20, Coin Block Bash. Similar to Coin Block Blitz, but with more options. 1 player gets a hammer that can break the bricks in one go, while the other players need to hit the brick multiple times. It's interesting that the other players can steal the hammer from each other, so you can pick what you would rather do, fight your friends for the hammer or slowly hit the blocks without one. Number 19, Teetering Towers. Probably the best platforming task in the game. The player needs to tip the tower in the direction they want to go and jump from the tops to the finish line. It's pretty tough, but it still feels much easier than trying to compete with everyone else in the past platforming games. Number 18, Treasure Divers. The 4v4 version of Deep Sea Divers. It's a much smaller map, and there's also fish obstacles to dodge. Running into them causes you to drop your coin chest. I did say the big area for Deep Sea Divers was neat, but the tiny one here does make the game much faster to complete. Number 17, Pipe Maze. This is the start of the minigames I really enjoy seeing. One person chooses an opening for the chest to fall into. It moves through the maze, landing on one lucky player at the bottom. I think it's nice you can quick calculate where the coins will end up when the game shows you the maze at the start, but if you enjoy the luck of the draw, like me, you can choose any old pipe and hope for the best. Number 16, Bobsled Run. Two teams race down an ice track in a bobsled to the finish line. This really reminds me of the Mario 64 Penguin race. I love it. The best part is it's possible for a team that's falling behind to catch up and win if they have the right steer control and speed. Number 15, Shy Guy Says. A classic minigame that has made many appearances in the franchise. Players in floating barrels need to follow Shy Guy's instructions and raise the correct flag. But over time, he'll try to fake you out. Last one standing wins. I am absolutely garbage at this game. Shy Guy tricks me almost every time. Nevertheless, I still get a smile on my face whenever I play it. Number 14, Limbo Dance. Everybody limbo. A single player needs to limbo low to reach the finish. It's such a cool idea for a minigame, and I honestly don't know if there's another one like it in the series. Can anyone help me check that? Number 13, Tightrope Treachery. 3 players are in boats trying to cannonball the other player in the face while they cross a thin rope in the air. I find this to actually be a pretty well balanced game. The boats are a little tricky to aim, but once you find the right trajectory, oh my god, the tightrope player can be knocked off easily. However, to counter this, there's a gust of wind every so often to blow the ships off course to help the single player. Number 12, Shell Game. Blink and you lose. Watch the shuffling shells and pick the correct one to win coins at the end. I just find this one really fun, even if I do accidentally close my eyes for a second. Number 11, Keep Away. All 4 players work together to get the key to its hole on the other side of the room while avoiding enemies. Win and get a really low-res PNG of coin mountains that have no depth whatsoever. It's still a good time cooperating as a full team. Number 10, Bombsketball. Play a 2v2 round of basketball. Whichever team gets a slam dunk first blows up the wall and wins the treasure behind it. Another really fun concept before Mario characters actually started playing basketball. Number 9, Running of the Bulb. Another full 4-player co-op game. This time 3 players punch boos to protect the other player who is holding a light bulb. Getting the light bulb to the end of the hallway wins the game. It is a blast slapping boos and dodging other obstacles. A neat mechanic is that if someone gets touched by a boo, they get possessed, so you can actually undo that by punching possessed players to turn them back to normal. The game immediately ends though if the player holding the bulb gets attacked. Number 8, Crazy Cutter. Steer your jackhammer to cut out different shaped fossils. Getting above a certain percentage wins you coins. It's incredibly enjoyable to try and get the closest outline you can. I could play this one forever. Number 7, Slot Car Derby. 4 players control toy cars on a round track and race to the finish. I have absolutely mastered the technique for this slot car. You need to keep revving the engine / tapping the gas pedal, which is any direction on the control stick. If you hold the gas too long in your car, you'll spin out. I've won almost every single time. Number 6, Hot Rope Jump. Jump rope made of fire. Time jumps correctly to be the last player standing. Or multiple players can win if they reach 20. Number 5, Hot Bob-omb. Now we're finally in the top 5 minigames. It's hot potato with explosives. Throw the bomb to different players and hope it doesn't ignite on you. I really love the excitement in frantically throwing the bomb to anyone else. It's kind of another game of chance in that regard. Number 4, Mario Bandstand. This brings back fond memories of being a band kid and having trash thrown at you by the audience. Why did they do that? We didn't even start yet. All 4 players need to toot their horn, hit their drum, play their violin, and conduct the band as it's prompted in the sheet music. I love, love, love rhythm games, and this one is so simple and cute. The song that plays in the background sounds oddly similar to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Number 3, Mushroom Mix-Up. Follow Toad's instructions and gather on the correct mushroom color to avoid falling in the water. You can also get knocked into the water if you jump too high and bounce off another player's head. And it gets super hectic when everyone starts ground pounding each other and the mushrooms get faster. But that's part of the fun! Number 2, Tipsy Turny. Tip the box and slide around a Koopa shell over all the squares to make them disappear. This is another game I'd happily play over and over again. It's very addicting trying to find the most efficient way to get rid of the squares. And finally, number 1, Facelift. I feel like this is collectively everyone's favorite minigame. Bowser's face gets weirdly contorted and you have to copy it. It's truly amazing how creepy he looks in every one of these. There's a ton of replayability as well because of how difficult it is to get a perfect score. But if you or a friend succeeds, Man, is it awesome. This year was my first time playing Mario Party 1, and it did not disappoint. I honestly expected the minigames to be way tougher or more unfair than what it actually was. But they were fun, quick, and memorable. There's a ton more Mario Party entries I haven't even touched yet, and I'm super looking forward to experiencing those in the future. Thank you for watching, and please leave your best or worst minigame in the comments. Oh, bye!